What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another video for you guys, and today's video is another games-like episode. Now, if you are wondering why I haven't done gaming pickups in a while, I covered that in a couple videos ago, but just as a reminder, I was saving up for a new car. I actually just bought my new car recently, and so I'm trying to build some money back up before I start spending more on games. So, yeah, that's why I'm bringing you more, some different gaming-related content. Now, this Games-like episode is going to be about Age of Empires. Now, if you didn't watch my last one, basically what the series is I take a franchise that's mainly PC-based, or, like, more well-known on the PC, and I give you some examples of console games that are similar to it, just because I personally find a hard time, looking for games like that. So, I mean, like, if you wanted something, like, for instance, in my last video, it was about Diablo. I'm a really big fan of Diablo, and that's mainly a PC franchise up until recently, for the most part, except for Diablo 1. And, I really wanted to play some more things like that on the console, so I made that video. And so now I'm going to be doing games like Age of Empires. So if you are a big RTS fan and like Age of Empires, this is the video for you. Now, for those of you who do not know, in fact, there is a version of Age of Empires available on a console. Now, this is actually one of the most disappointing things. I don't own this because it's not for the region I live in. It was only released in PAL regions, and it was Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings. And they made a version of it for PS2, which is really, really cool. And I've thought multiple times about buying a PAL PS2 just for that game, because that's one of my favorite real-time strategy games of all time. So, there also was this one's a little bit more deceiving because it's not like a normal Age of Empires game, yet it is in the Age of Empires franchise, and that is a version of Age of Empires Age of Kings for the DS. Now, this is actually more like Advance Wars or Civilization, because it plays exactly like that. There's a couple different versions of games like that, but this does not play like a normal Age of Empires game, so if you see this and get excited, it's not like that. I knew full well buying this game that it wasn't like that, but just be aware that this game is not, in fact, a RTS. Because that is actually a turn-based strategy game. Alright, so now I have 3 games on consoles that are good RTS games, basically. And the first one is for PS1. And this is... I've only ever seen this one time, and this is actually a PC port, and this is Dune 2000. This is a sci-fi RTS, sort of similar to StarCraft. And if you've ever played the Dune franchise, this is Dune 2000, which I believe was also released on PC. It's completely 3D. I'll have some gameplay up in one of the corners. But as you can see, it's pretty cool. I haven't played a whole bunch of this. I did test it out, though, and it was a good game. It's very fast-paced. The computer moves pretty fast in this game, so you have to be aware of that. The controls, I remember, were a little clunky, so you have to get used to that really quickly, because it uses sort of like a mouse type system. So there's Dune 2000. The next one in this video, I don't know why I almost said franchise, but this one's for PS2. And this is my personal favorite of the 3 I'm going to show you, and that is Aliens vs. Predator Extinction. Now, this is like one of my favorite RTS all around. The major downside to this game is, unlike Dune 2000, which you can play 2-player with a link cable, which is something that was rarely ever used, this is only 1 player, so you either have to play a bot mode or you have to play the campaign. Now, the good thing about this game is this RTS has a very extensive campaign where you can play as the aliens, the predators, or the humans and they each have their own mechanics and are very different play styles in terms of the RTS. And it's a really cool way they did it. My personal favorite is playing as the aliens because I just really like the Alien franchise, but it's a really good RTS. The graphics hold up really well, and it has a lot of different unit types, especially like the alien unit types are really cool. But there's a lot of unit types for every single one of these factions, and in the AI mode you can play a 3-way free-for-all or a 1v1, which is really, really cool. And so there's the back. I probably already showed you, but I forgot if I did. So that's a good one to check out if you are looking for a game like Age of Empires. And now the last one that I have for you guys is a little bit, probably the most traditional, except for, okay, second most traditional, because Dune 2000 is a straight up PC port. But this one's more traditional than Aliens vs. Predator, and that is Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. Excuse all the EB game stickers. I'm happy they don't exist where I live anymore because of this right here. Their stickers are really hard to get off, and I'm just too lazy to. But this is a really fun RTS where you basically play as different factions of goblins, and you basically have different unit types depending on what faction you are. And this is a 1 to 2 player game as well, and it does split screen, I think vertical, which is good for an RTS. I don't think the horizontal split would be very good, but this has a campaign mode that's pretty decent. This is one of my friend's favorite RTS of all time, and the graphics are really well done. They have really good voice acting in here, which is nice when you play the campaign mode. And the campaign mode is a very good tutorial in the beginning, and it basically gets you through all the controls. Aliens vs. Predators tutorial's a little iffy, so yeah. And Dune 2000 just basically just throws you right up in it, so yeah. There's the last one to check out. So just a brief overview if you skipped to the end just to see what they all were. This is Dune 2000, Alien vs. Predator Extinction, and Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. So those are 3 games like Age of Empires that you can play on your console. There are other games that I own that are also RTS, but I was going to save those if I ever wanted to do an addition to this video. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. If you have any console RTS games that you want to recommend, leave them in the comment box below so everyone can see, and also so I can see because I really like RTS games. And just let me know what you guys think of the video. I'm always looking for feedback on my new stuff, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.